Okay, this is a really exciting video for me because it's now my second Starlight headliner and I get to show it off. Now again, it is a black headliner, so it is dark in here, so I've got all the doors open to try and let as much light in as possible, but it is still going to look like this. So you can see that you can barely see the stars themselves, all the little fiber optic cables that come in. As the same as before, I did them even behind the visors, pretty much everywhere in here. I prefer to do bell ends on the ends of the fibers, which makes them a little bit more rounded and diffused. I think it affects the light, makes it look a lot better. However, I could understand that is a personal preference. Now for this particular setup, we do have two remote controls. This one is for the Starlight headliner itself, and this one is for the shooting star module. This one we don't really need. We really just need this one. They are linked together, so hitting the power button on one turns them both on, and as you can see, it is on. So again, using this remote control for the sake of this video and this demonstration, if I hit the red, it goes red. If it goes green, if it goes blue. You can see the shooting star. I actually installed two shooting stars in this particular setup because this shooting star module actually allowed for that option. So now moving to the back, I've put it on the pure white mode. As you can see, it is doing its twinkle right now. There's the two shooting stars. They don't always go together, but sometimes they do, which is really fun. That's on a random setup. Another really nice feature about this particular kit is that it has 4 different sizes of strands on it. Another feature that I really like on this one is by putting on that mode, this is actually mixed RGB white. So it makes a lot of the stars kind of red, kind of blue, or kind of green. None of them are pure white. So the idea that I have the option between a mixed white and a pure white, this is pure white, and this is mixed white. All right, so now I've turned off the lights in the shop, and as you can see, they are super bright and twinkling really quickly. I've got this on the 7-color fade option, which basically means that it's just cycling through the colors while doing a twinkle. So to get into more about the features offered by this particular product setup, this one is also controllable via Bluetooth. So not only do we have these little wonderful remotes, but there is an app on the phone that you can use, which is this guy right here. So I can click red, green, blue, there's yellow. The idea is that I can actually just put it anywhere on the color wheel. Talking more about this app is it does have a lot of the different types of features that you would expect out of traditional RGB controlled products, which is cool. We also have the ability to very easily do microphone control or music control, but what I really like is the twinkle speed control. So put it on the slowest speed, and this is the slowest speed twinkle. As you can see, it's barely twinkling. Okay, so I put it on blue and I put it on super fast twinkle, and you can just see how insane it is. It actually goes really quickly. And then also through this app, I can just boop, hit pause, and there's no twinkle. It's static. Also through this, we can control the shooting star. This part is honestly a little bit confusing to me. I can control the speed of it, that much I understand, but the majority of these features are actually set up for having one long continuous shooting star. Meteor 9 actually breaks that into 2 different shooting stars. 7-color breathe. So that is this, which is pretty cool. So this one I have just under 31 hours logged, start to finish, between removal of the headliner to final reassembly of the vehicle. I'd say the biggest concern was running those 2 very large rolls of fiber optics down the C panel. This car does have curtain airbags, and then you have to get through the rear deck and into the trunk, which is where the light modules are mounted. I'm sitting on the ground right now just so we can get some good footage of this thing. It's just so cool. I'm gonna crank the speed up a little bit on the twinkle. We're just about $730 in parts. This is not a kit off of Amazon. This has features that the Amazon kits do not have. I think it would be fun to experiment and try installing some of those kits from Amazon. So whether or not it's worth the extra money for you, I don't know. It's just pretty much the only way that I know how to play. One other thing that I did on this one that I did not do on the previous build was I actually installed a lot of dummy stars on this one. So some decoy stars, if you will, since this is probably all in my head because I'm super critical of my work. As I ran the shooting star paths, I felt that I could see where there were lines. things, and I didn't like that. So what I did was I installed just stuff around them. If I have it all off, you can see there's like probably about 600 stars and about 500 of them light up. Now this is full speed twinkle action and pure white mode. It just looks like glitter. It's amazing. One thing that we did not do on this is actually the original factory headliner. I did not reupholster it. I was a little concerned about it at first, but I think it's gonna be fine. I still don't really fully know how to quote this out other than that, duh, it's a lot of money because it's a lot of labor. So product and pricing is gonna vary. That's what I'm gonna have to say. It depends on a lot of features that you decide to select on this, but ultimately you just gotta know it ain't cheap. So before you start asking, how much is that? Yo, read the video description. There's gonna be information on there. And ultimately, if you'd like to hire me to do one, oh boy, I would love to. I got a ton of ideas as to different variations and fun things that I can do with this. Again, it's just labor and creativity and knowing which products to use so that you can get a quality result. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is 13 with Superior Mobile by 13. You have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later.